zu geben.
And children murdered by starvation, bullets, and poison gas. What could drive men to commit such atrocities against their fellow human beings?
The pseudoscience called eugenics, created and promoted by psychiatrists decades before the Nazis came to power.
The eugenics movement got started in 1883 with Francis Galton, and he felt that human beings should take evolution in their own hands, and that the most talented individuals, the most healthy individuals, the most attractive individuals should have more offspring.
There was great concern that people that they considered had poor genes were reproducing faster than the people they considered had good.
It resulted in sterilization of mentally ill people, sterilization of retarded people, sterilization of people we don't like politically and sociologically. So the problem is not with genetics. The problem is a pretend phony genetics used to justify inhumane social policies.
Though never proven as anything but theory, by the early part of the 20th century, eugenics had spread to almost 30 countries, from England to Brazil, Mexico, Sweden, Russia, and most notably, the United States, where forced sterilization was widely practiced.
Alfred Ploetz was one of the pioneers in the German eugenics movement and how to control the population of those whom he considered inferior. In 1905, along with his brother-in-law, Ernst Reuben, he established the first organization for racial hygiene.
Alle Nationen haben sich mit einer außergewöhnlich großen Menge an minderwertigen, schwachen, kranken und Verkrüppelten abzugeben. Durch kluge Gesetze über Sterilisation würden wir auch in der Lage sein, den vernünftigsten Weg der Zeugung herbeizuführen.
Hitler was particularly impressed by American eugenicist Madison Grant. Grant's book, The Passing of the Great Race, was proclaimed by Hitler as his personal Bible. In his book Mein Kampf, Hitler further hailed eugenics as the science that would rebuild the German nation.
Körperlich oder geistig gesund ist, dem ist es nicht erlaubt, seine Krankheit an seine Kinder weiterzugeben. Das Recht auf persönliche Freiheit wird durch seine Pflicht, die Rasse zu beschützen, eingeschränkt.
Something like 40% of German psychiatrists had joined the SS by 1933. They weren't forced into the SS, they just joined it naturally, because the beliefs were very, very similar.
Reuben and his work led directly to the decision to move from sterilization to murder.
Their plan was simple. First, convince the public that feeble-minded undesirables wanted to escape the burden of their existence, but could not say it, and that killing them was an act of mercy. Then extend the definition of inferior to include Jehovah's Witnesses, Jews, gypsies, homosexuals, all unworthy of life. Psychiatrists produced propaganda movies known as the Nazi killing films, shown in all 5,300 theaters throughout Germany.
Geisteskrankheit ist als ein Erbübel eine der größten Gefahren für die Volksgesundheit. Irrtum ist, dass sich solche Kranken glücklich fühlen und am Leben hängen. Sie haben überhaupt kein Daseinsbewusstsein.
T4 program was named after Tiergarten 4, which essentially resulted over a period of time in the murder of about 70,000 people who were deemed mentally retarded, emotionally distraught, or physically handicapped by the Germans. They were called life unworthy of living.
Congratulated Hitler for making his, that is Reuben's, 30-year dream come true.
After the Nazi surrender, an international court of justice was held to put psychiatry on trial for its war crimes. But American psychiatrists, fearing a permanent blow to the future of psychiatry, stepped in by shifting the blame onto a handful of German psychiatrists.
One of the strangest things of all about the legacy of Nazi science is that some of the nastiest psychiatric eugenicists at the end of the war went back to work either in Germany or sometimes in the United States.
What began with a psychiatric plan to eliminate undesirable humanity had now spread throughout the civilized world and was responsible for the murder of 11 million people. Never brought to justice, psychiatrists, as you will see, continued to advance eugenics around the world. And today, we see the results. In racism, human misery, and unending social conflict.
We call it a family camp to make them less apprehensive.
Don't they realize?
Some do, and there are occasional outbursts, but it's usually over with quickly.
Delightful. And this is the actual...
They're told it's a fumigating bath, a delousing shower.
Of course, for their peace of mind. By the way, what's your daily output?
12,000 when all the furnaces are going, and when IG Farben or some other outfit isn't demanding Jews to work for them. Maybe the professor could figure out some way of cutting down the stench from the chimneys. The Polacks can smell it for miles around. Some secret.
And the fumigating agent?
Through that hole in the ceiling there. Zyklon B crystals. When they hit the air, they vaporize. It's over in minutes. But the stuff deteriorates, so we had to organize our own distribution system.
How wonderfully quiet they are.
We've got it worked out to a factory system, but I'm still behind schedule. They undress, we take the valuables, we take them to the showers, we burn them and bury the ashes.
Absolutely ingenious.
Ready, sir? Go ahead.
Come.
Hey everybody, it's Old Fart, your old buddy. How you doing?
You see, it's only a shower, just for 5 minutes. It will clean you up and kill the lice.
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Like the scene from Dante's Inferno. I wasn't sure whether you and the Major wanted to get so close to the operation. The heat and the stink can be pretty bad. We run 46 like this.
Very efficient.
North, He gave you the boot because some Jew artists wouldn't talk.
That's a lie, Hurst. Someone's spreading vicious rumors.
Well, don't look at me. I shove 'em in, cast and burn 'em. I just do my job.